Patti Smith, Dancing Barefoot. All right, let's jump through all the different sections, progressions, all that good stuff here. Play them right off the top. Go back through afterwards, give you a little more of a guided walkthrough. Before we jump into the song, do me a favor, hit that subscription button, help out the channel. That'd be much appreciated. All right, and no longer waiting here, let's get on into this. Okay, so we get this initial progression, and this is good for a bulk of the song, like the intro, verse, and like the first half of the chorus. Okay, so it's going to start with an E minor chord here. Pretty basic, and we'll split the measures. First couple counts will be the E minor, and give it a couple strums. Okay, we switch to a D chord, finish that first measure with that. Couple strums, kind of just strumming on the counts, no big deal. Second measure, just come back to that E minor and then finish with the A chord. Okay, pretty basic chords, nothing super fancy there. And like I said, once you get this progression, that's probably 75% of the song right there. So just rock this out for intro, verse, first half of the chorus. Okay, then we get these little lead lines that happen here, just small little riffs. This will happen like during the verse, after the chorus, and like interlaced with that second chorus too. Basically, we're just gonna do these little riffs here, and they're gonna just end on a different note. That's the only big difference here, is that we start at the 4 on the D. We just do like a little hammer on 4 to 5 on the D. Come off back to the 4. Down to the 2 on the D, and then start the second measure there with 2 on the A. And just let that ring for the remainder of that measure. Alright, and like I said, we kind of start it the same way the second time around, but we just, instead of ending it on that 2 of the A, we just keep it on that 2 of the D. Okay. And you can just alternate between these, one after the other there. All right, and once we get into the chorus, initially it's going to stick with, that main progression, the E minor, D, E minor, A. All right, but then it kind of shifts up once the Dancing Barefoot lyric comes in. And it splits the timing a little different, where each chord will be a full measure. All right, so it'll move over now to the G chord. And like I said, just a full measure of this. All right, you can strum this to your liking. All right, 2 strums is cool, whatever. Then from there, it'll move to an A chord. Same deal, 1 measure. Okay, from there, C chord to D. All right, last 4 chords here. Come back to the E minor chord. to the A, C, to D. So just a fun little new progression to drop in there at the end of the chorus. Alright, now we get into these solos here, and nothing too wild here. We're just kind of like scaling on a single string. So for the first one here, we'll just be at the 5th fret on the B. Just hit it once, hold it a moment, a couple times more, come on up to the 7. Alright, hit it, hold it, hit it a couple times more. So just something like, you know, you keep it loose, free. Alright, something like that. Next measure comes up to 8 for a couple, and then we're going to bring it all the way up to 17 here on the B. Okay, you keep it pretty loose here, no big deal. Okay, and the last half of it, come back down to that 5, hit it for a moment, hit it a few more times. Okay, bring it up to 8, down to 7, 5, 3, 5. Alright, so let's just give an example of this up to speed here. Alright, next solo here, just kind of messing with some octaves and nothing too wild. Just be at that 5 of the B. Alright, and pick between that and the open E under it a couple times. Alright, and we could do this 3 to open on the E. Okay, and then just go between that 5B, open E a couple times again. Okay, and just 5 to open on the B. Okay, small little thing that happens in there, no big deal. Alright, in this outro lead section that happens, it's just basically going to play around in a scale for a single string mostly. And you know, after a certain point it gets real kind of like improv-ish, and you could just bounce around to essentially any of these notes you want, just as kind of as long as you're like sticking in that scale, and you'll be good, no big deal. But for the most part, it starts like this. We'll be open E string, okay, and we go to like 3, 2, 5. Okay, and then we go something like 3, 2 on the E, hit that 3 on the B, come back to an open E. Okay, now we do something like 3E, 5, up to 10. Down to 7, 5. Okay, and drop down here, we go 3, 2 on the E, 3B, open E. Okay, and like I said, after about that point, you can just kind of bounce around any of these notes you want, up to your discretion, and it'd sound just fine, okay? Thanks for checking out the video, everybody. Like it, share it, leave a comment. It's always good to hear from you. Do me a favor and hit the subscription button. I put out a video pretty frequent, so you don't want to miss out on that. Check out the links in the description box below. I have really cool links for tablature books, all the gear I use, t-shirts, fun stuff like that. So thank you very much, and we'll see you next time.